Hi, I was able to interview Desiree Peroni, who's from Sicily, Italy. She is a caseworker at the Salvation Army, so I was able to get in contact with her through my dad, who is the Director of Social Services at the Salvation Army. As I was able to interview and ask her questions, one of the biggest differences I saw between the educational system in Italy and the educational system in the United States is that there's this huge relational aspect difference between the two systems. As she explained it to me, in Italy they are very distant between the professor who's at the front of the room and the students who are in desks. Every class is a lecture, you take notes, you read the textbook, and then when you're tested it's all about the grades from the notes in the textbook. Everything's very individualistic, and it's not very personal between student to student or even student to the teacher. It's very much about what you learn, what you do, the grade you get, and nothing more than that. So when she then started to explain the United States and the educational system we have here, she views it as the teachers have a relationship with the students where they want to help each student learn and each student succeed. There are projects and lab work and collaborating and talking in small groups in almost every school in the United States. It's a very community aspect and community-oriented educational system. There's also a lot of learning from experience and a lot of learning from other students. So that's a huge difference between the two systems, is where the teacher is in aspect in relation to the other students. Is there a relationship, is there not? In Italy there really isn't, where she sees the United States as the teachers are really involved in the lives of the students and in the educational direction that the students have. So as I was able to talk with her about the differences she's seen in the educational systems, but also what she's experienced in churches and small groups and how that teaching has gone, I learned a ton from her. But two of the things I learned that I want to take forward as I go into teaching ministry and teaching others is to really be open and really be aware of the students and the people who are walking in the room. You have no idea whether they've had a good day or bad day. They're from a completely different walk of life or a completely different culture. You really don't know when they walk in the room. So it's being aware that if they are from a different walk of life or a different culture, that they're going to have a different way of hearing your message and then responding to it. And so it's learning how to teach that will allow them to understand what you are saying, understanding the examples, and still being able to take forward what you want them to learn and what you want God to put on their hearts as they go forward out of the teaching time that you had. The other thing I learned is that relationships are really important, whether that's student to student or the teacher to the student. That creating those relationships creates a safe place where they can succeed and learn, but also fail, and learn how to come back from that because they have a teacher who's there to support them and encourage them. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my interview.